got a lot of different shit that we can throw up and and run down on. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I said, what's the name weighed in on the shit? Uh, um, Kanye, he weighed in on that shit. You know what I mean? He said some shit. On a remix to the Like That John. You know, we could talk about a lot of different shit. But if you want, look, we could go in on the Ann Hitch John because right, exactly, because we was gonna do a part two to that shit anyway. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And we obviously we never got around to it. For
Right.
obvious reasons. But
Right.
you
Yeah,
know, yeah, you know what I'm
that's
saying.
true.
The Ann Hitch John, we seen the dudes. They had a million views or something like that off of a part of the
Right.
story. You know what I'm saying? And we were trying to
Right.
link them in with with the whole story. You know what I'm saying? And we did some good work
Right.
on that Ann Hitch John about
Right.
a year and a half ago or some shit like that. You know, years ahead of the
Right.
game, accidentally on purpose. So
Right.
we gotta wear that. You know what I'm saying? Because look, ain't nobody else gonna respect that. So we gotta throw that out there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, we were talking
We al-
about shit when
we
it
also got
wasn't
to
cool.
speak about
Go ahead.
right, but we also got to speak about who Anne H is and who she was. She's um Anne H. She was I first saw her in the movie Wag the Dog.
Right.
If you ever see that, go out and check that movie out. That's one of my favorites, one of the top. And you can't even really have a regular dialogue with individuals unless you've seen that movie. That's like a prerequisite to even having like civil conversations. You get what I'm saying? Like for real. And right now, especially like right now, because you can see that shit how it's going. But in addition to that, she also was the woman who came out with Ellen DeGeneres at the award show on some lesbian couple shit. And that was the first time when Hollywood accepted it. It came out. So that's how she got famous on some other shit. Now, in addition to that, she also was working. She did some other movies and some other shows and stuff, but she was working on a few things before she passed. And one thing about it was when she died, or when we don't know when she died actually, but when the incident occurred, a lot of news covered the incident. Mainly TMZ, Fox 11, Daily Mail. Shout out to those individuals. You know what I mean? But when they was doing so, there was a lot of discrepancies in the footage and what's being shown, what was being shown to us, versus what was actually going on. And be it so that who that person was, the way that they actually executed that movie script on how they her cause of death is up for not debate, but it's about what really happened in that. And obviously she was killed. It wasn't no she was drunk or none of that shit because obviously she wasn't drinking, and she obviously been burned up in that car too, which is another thing. And while we were looking at these things, we started noticing a lot of these discrepancies in this situation. So we started bringing that shit to the table. We did a whole piece on it because we wanted it to be brought to the light
Right.
because here
You
it
know we
is,
do.
these people who are supposed, yeah, and here it is, these people who are bringing you news and all kind of other stuff, telling you something entirely different in your face, doing things in visually. Now, from here, check this out. Y'all paying attention? This is the neighbor's video. This is a screenshot. The neighbor's video from the aftermath of the crash shows the smoke coming out of the Mar Vista home as firefighters continue to battle the blaze. Now, first thing you see in this picture here is, you see the door, the screen door closed. That's one thing right there. You see a fire extinguisher
I,
on the side, right? So obviously,
I, Yo, Pope, want to
Go
ask you a
ahead.
question.
Yeah.
It was alleged that somebody, just so happened to be in the area to help save, Miss Hitch.
Yeah.
Could
Yeah.
could
Matter of
you
fact,
tell
his
us who
name
who
is
was
right
that
there in the
person?
corner,
Yeah, who
right
was
there
that
in the
person?
picture. In the picture.
Yeah,
Mr.
what's his
David
name?
Manpearl. David Manpearl.
And who is
He
that?
happens to be happens to be an executive producer of some TV shows right now, and he's done some movies. He's got a IMDL, whatever you call that bullshit that you look up on the movies and things. He happened to be. It says a neighbor's video. So this guy happens to be famous, and he's a producer, right? So this guy is at the scene, and supposedly he's the one who saved and Heche from this fire blazing. Now, let's just go with this initial scene, right? This from Daily Mail. Now look, there's a retaining wall. This is what I want you to focus on right now. We just gonna talk about that, and also right next to that retaining wall is a plant. You see that plant? This is very important. Now, this is the scene that they said that Anne Heche drove through this garage right here. They said she drove through this garage, and this is the smoke coming out from her car burning allegedly. This is what they're going with. So let's see, what's the next one? Now remember what we just saw right there.
Hold on one second. Hold on.
Oh, okay, yeah, for
I'm
sure.
trying to pull something
This
else
is
up
all
for
very
you.
important,
I was trying to pull
right?
something
Now
else up for
notice,
you. You said
okay,
there's you sent me a video clip about
yeah, yeah, it's the one that's right underneath the two PDF.
all right. So you want me to run? You want me to play that video clip, or you want? I didn't even get a
Yeah,
chance to.
yeah,
So what was that
yeah,
joint
yeah.
about?
That was about the movie that she was going to come out with about the chemtrails. That was one of the
Okay.
movies that she was working on before she passed.
So all right. So let me get this straight. It a woman who was in a movie about a false flag on the government, right? Called Wag the Dog
Right.
in 1997. She got allegedly got burnt up in a fire, and she got saved by a movie producer.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
What?
And right. And this is the story that they're going with. Now Trip. Now mind you, there's white smoke and black smoke coming out of this house right now, but none of the firefighters have their water shooting into the house yet. This couldn't possibly. Now, if you notice, if the car drove through there, we're just going to go with this one picture. If the car drove through there, there's no tire track. This car magically jumped into this hole, into the hole of this house. This is just the first slide. We're just going to go with the first slide. But the one of the most important things is right there. Besides that retaining wall, that's two things. She had a mini clubman. Now we're going to go with a mini clubman. Now there's a plant right here, and there's a 3 foot retaining wall. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's 3 feet, standard size. Now, what's the next slide? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now on here, okay, that's the same. That's the same two pictures on there. Let me see. Ah yeah. Just a picture of the roof. See how the roof is open like that. Like I don't know any house that just like fold comes apart like that. That's another thing. Let's see. Slide 4. Oh, is that the same one? Is it working?
Can, can
Let's
you
see.
can you? Yeah, there
Ah,
you
here
go.
we are. Yeah. All right. Now, here's the picture. They supposedly, now they said that this mini clubman jumped this 3 foot retaining wall, right? Now, okay, they said, who messed up the front gate? Now, you remember when the car went through there, the gate was cool and it was on there. Hold on. I think we got a better picture of that. Yeah, here we go. All right. Now, where did the plant go? If you look to the left of the stairs, they moved the plant. Now, you can't tell me. that this lady drove through a plant. This vehicle here jumped the wall. Now remember, there was a 3 foot wall there, right? This mini clubman that couldn't get off the ground, that's on the ground. This vehicle is on the ground, mind you. Jumped this 3 foot retaining wall and somehow moved the plant at the same time. And if you look at this car never had water on it. To tell me that that car was recently on fire, tell me that that car was recently on fire. It's thought to be moving at a very high speed at the time of collision, is how they're justifying it. Apparently, it was flying. Literally, it was going so fast it was flying because it missed everything. Now, let's see. What's the next one here? All right. Yeah, they thought to move the plant. Look, oh yeah, look. This is the lady supposedly who house that was. She pretended that this was her house. There's all kind of things. Look, they moved the plant again for the video. Now look, they didn't care nothing about NH, but they cared about this plant. Now look, the lady don't look injured at all. Okay, for real.
That's
Now this is the
wild, man.
garage that they say that she drove. Right, that plant moved around other times in in those pictures, which is
Yeah,
crazy. I mean that
almost like they had to reset the scene and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when you
right.
watch that movie
It's a
Wag the
scene.
Dog, or when you watch the movie Wag the Dog that this woman was in, right? This makes more. It
Right,
makes these details are that much more intense when you look at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say that
right, right. And look, this garage is dry. Never had no
that
water in
plan
it.
is in that
It's
plan
the
is invincible. I know that much.
right.
Cause that shit should have been
Exactly.
broken, and that shit should have been broken, and dirt should have been dragged all over the place.
Right. Look, and there's no water that's ever been inside that garage. If that thing was on fire in there, you know what I mean? Fire trucks aren't that nice. Look at this. This is the car. Look, it says on the bottom right there. What's it say? An interior shot shows the mini Clubman airbag had blown out among most of the decor being burnt through the following the crash. There's an unmelted water bottle in her fucking car. Get out of here. It burned her up so much. You can't tell me that it burned her up so much that she died from her injuries.
What is
The
that bottle
airbag
made
isn't
out
even
of?
on fire.
What is that bottle made out of, though?
The airbag's not even melted. Nothing's on fire. There was no water in that car. Tell
She
me there
must
was
have paid a
water in that car.
she paid a grip for that bottle.
That's
That
what do
joint
they call
fire
that shit?
retarded. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's the one that they've been using that they burned the whole car down in the fucking little Stanley? It's a Stanley water bottle.
That shit got she got a vibranium mortar bottle right there. You know what I'm saying?
Look, look.
That should have made
Tell
that
me when
car.
that.
It should have made the car out of whatever that bottle made out of.
Hey, but these people
Save
are
somebody's
trying
life.
to get away with it. Look, these people are trying to get away with this being her car that she burned up in, the car that incinerated. This has no fire damage at all. Look, trip all life. Where the serious burns come from. Now, this is where they start being stupid. Oh, excuse me, they already did. But let's go further. First of all, the license plate is backwards, so that means the picture's backwards. They this the wording is forward, so they took this picture backwards. First of all, this car is dry as fuck. It's never had no water on it. So was the rest of the scene. Now, if you look at it, this is the same front of the house, just a reverse angle. They show a reverse angle, but one thing you cannot mimic or you cannot change is that 3 foot retaining wall. You remember the 3 foot? Let's go back to the beginning of this thing. Hold on. Exactly. Exactly. Look at that. There it is. Look. There's a 3 foot retaining wall right there. So you mean to tell me they pulled that car out, right? So they had to drag the car out of there. That's what they did. They showed on TV. I mean, we got the videos and shit. This isn't for that show, but they actually dragged the car from inside of this garage to the place where you seen the vehicle landed. This is where they landed the vehicle. This is where they show you the vehicle from. Right here. There's a 3 foot retaining wall right behind it, right? So you mean to tell me the wall didn't move? There's a wall behind you. You understand what I'm saying? This is the scene that they're trying to show us that they said happened. They moved the plant. Look,
They're playing again.
look,
The
they moved the
invisible
fucking
plant.
plant. Nah,
Yo, what the
this is the
fuck,
scene.
man?
Right. Look, unmelted water bottle. Like, this is what you believe. Look, this car. There's a dent in the car. Like, look. You mean to tell me this car was on fire? How? Look at this. Not a drop of water on it. 30 minutes. Look, this is supposedly 30 minutes after the car was on fire and it had hella water on it. This is what it looked like when they pulled it out. Somebody somewhere on Earth. There's 15 people watching right now. Leave a comment. Tell me, would that car not be steaming? Would it not be steaming? Not a drop of hot water, steam, nothing. There ain't no water nowhere near it. The plant in front's dry. I'm just saying. Look, this is what they want us to believe that this happened. Now, let's talk about this. Number one is where they said that she drove into. Number five is the neighbor's house. They cut a hole in this grass fence right here. I bullshit you not. We got the video. We'll show you. They cut a hole in the fence and brought her through the neighbor's house and out of his front area. This is the route that they took in order to get her into the ambulance. Let me show
Yo, what the
you.
fuck?
I am bullshit you not. This is Anne Heche, this
But
woman.
why would? But maybe that was the
Look.
best route possible, man. I don't know.
In front of a short house. You seen the front of the house. Now look at this car. Tell me when this car had water on it. You could write "wash me" in the window. How old is that dent? That's a dent from an ancient car, is it not? How old is that dent in the left corner panel of that car? That's older than anything. I know cars. That's an old dent. She didn't just get that. And she wasn't riding around with a car with a dent in it. You understand what I'm
Well,
saying?
I
That's Anne
mean,
H.
maybe let's see. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
let's see.
Do we gotta? Maybe maybe we got some footage of that. You know what I'm saying?
But, yeah, let's see if we can get through that. Look, look, how did the house come apart
It's
on the roof like that? And first of all, too, let's look at the law of physics. She could be driving at 1,000 miles an hour. There is a full grass fence in front. That grass thing would have stopped that Mini Cooper at any speed. It doesn't even matter. And Mini Clubman, let's give it a little more size. It wasn't just a Mini Cooper; it was a Mini Clubman. So you can drive that thing. It's not going to make it through jump the 3 foot retaining wall. How anybody know how big a Mini Clubman is? You ever see how close to the ground it is? Tell me it could jump a 3 foot retaining. Up there it is. There. Tell me they didn't show that back corner pattern, but tell me how. Look how low to the ground it is. You tell me it jumped a 3 foot retaining wall. That thing would have smacked the wall. I don't care how fast. She literally would have had to been flying, physically flying to jump that retaining wall. Look, look, and drive, and physics would not have. Look how much shit is in that garage. Physics would not allow a car to go that far. Look at that car. It's that low. Physics would not allow her to get in that car inside that garage. She couldn't park that car in the garage. Not with that much shit in there. She would have hit a
Yo, she yo you she got the chop shop special with the motherfucking hydraulic shocks, so she could just all the way over
Sure,
that all that shit in there.
but
She she
listen,
she should
this
be
is
she should be a valet park. She should be valet parking. She can park the shit
she
out of some
jumped.
shit.
She jumped a 3 foot retaining wall in a mini clubman, is what you want me to believe. I don't care how fast you're going. That low to the ground, she would have flew out the windshield. If they would say she flew out the windshield and she was inside the garage, I might have went for it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, look, there's no way a car. Look at all the stuff that's burnt around there, right? That's old burnt. There's nothing wet in there. Nothing's wet. Look at that. Like
Yo, man.
he's in there. It's all dry. You can't show me that. Look, that created all that. It couldn't. And it shows you the car all the way burnt out. Look,
The
okay.
firefighter don't even look like he was involved in nothing, yo.
No, you're not dirty. You're not nothing. No wet. He don't have a drip of water on him. There's no water on his pants. There's no water on his pants. There would be water on the ground, wouldn't it?
Firefighter look like they just like he just came from the station, like just like they just asked him to come over and shit. Like
He's posing for a picture. This is a scene. Let's not scene is. You understand? Like, look at this. Look, first of all, we're in California. We're in California. You have to have emergency lights if you're going to be driving an emergency vehicle. You must. Now, these things, door open on the side.
That's some sort of sign, but yes. So basically, the activity that we were
Ah,
looking for,
look,
that anxious or that quick moving, that was going on the other side of the vehicle.
Oh
Oh
my
my gosh,
God.
look, she
he's
was
completely
alive.
alive.
What the hell?
mm,
Yep. Mm, mm, mm. Yep.
mm,
This is what it's all
damn it,
about.
Tim.
This was this is what
Mm.
it was all about. She was alive when they put her in there.
And look at
That
the
whole
look at the
scene.
truck that came and got her. Look, it's a '63 on the top of the truck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy Texas. You see, she was trying to get up out of there. She didn't have no burns. So the car, look, that was the car. Look, that was her getting out of the vehicle. I mean, getting out of the gurney that they strapped her to. If you've seen from the beginning, I mean, we got a lot of footage. We're gonna do a whole nother part two. This is just encouraged the whole section of part two. We got it's we're gonna break this down. And Hayes,
And this is the first time we're going to
rest in
see
peace to
this
her.
this victim.
Right. Yeah.
It doesn't look that good, but
Why did they go
yeah, it
through
does
all of
look
that
terrible.
bullshit?
Yeah. Look at the route. Look
Like
at the
that.
route they
And
take.
we'll
Look,
just see
watch
if
the
maybe they're
route.
just moving him out of there, or if they put him in an ambulance.
Look,
That's
they're
some sort of
taking her
sign, but
around.
yes. So basically, the activity that we were looking for, that anxious or that quick moving, that was going on the other side of
Now
the
look, did you
vehicle.
see how
Oh
they
Oh
my
my
Look,
gosh,
God.
they went around
he's
all
completely
them other
alive.
What
trucks
the?
to get to the
yeah,
63rd truck, man?
yeah,
Hold up, man.
right.
What the fuck was that? Hold up.
And this is the
Look
first
at the
Look
time
at
we're going
route
to
this
they
see
route.
took.
this victim. It doesn't look
This
that
route
good,
is
but
ridiculous.
yeah, it
What?
does look terrible.
Look how they
Yo,
strapped her in
man.
there.
We'll just see if maybe they're just moving him
Look,
out of there, or if they put
they
him in an
took
ambulance.
several
That's
Johns. Like,
some sort of sign, but yes.
Yeah.
So basically, the activity that we were looking for, that anxious or that quick moving, that was going on the other side of the vehicle.
Oh
Oh
my
my
man,
gosh,
God.
wow.
he's
That is
completely
wild.
alive.
What the?
Completely alive.
Yep, yep.
Completely alive is like, when you trying to get up off of the bed, like, yo, I'm good. Don't put me in here.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right. She knew what time it was, and she never. That was the last time she was alive, seen alive. They said that she was severely burned. They said that she couldn't talk. That they donated her organs and all kind of stuff. This the lady Anne H. We got the whole history on her, and you know what I'm saying, from the movie she was in, from her interviews that she did with people, and all the stuff. Rest in peace to her, and condolences to her family and stuff like that. Like we really, when this first broke, we first broke this whole story. We broke this all the way up because we seen the discrepancies in that. Put the other little slide thing up on show that thing just as you play that, it go coincide right with what we was talking about. You see?
Damn, I ain't got me.
Oh, that's the movie. Okay.
Papers. Killer. Killer.
Hey, I got your text. What's up?
Well, I may have found a common thread.
Really?
Everyone's immune systems are completely shot. Their antibody counts are dangerously low.
Yeah, but the plague doesn't do that.
No, I know, but I think it's why they're not responding to the antibiotics.
So what, did we misdiagnose this?
No, it's... come in. It's definitely the plague. I just think there's something else we haven't seen. Thanks so much.
Well, what are you looking for?
Immune-suppressing agents.
What, metals?
Yeah. This.
Barium, 5 milligrams, aluminum, 7. What the hell?
Okay. This might sound a little weird. Have you ever heard of chemtrails?
Yeah, it's, where the government's supposedly mixing chemicals in with jet fuel.
Contaminating the white vapor trails that commercial airlines leave behind.
Yeah, my son always says that when two of them cross, it looks like this guy's blowing your kids. All right, so what does this have to do with the outbreak?
Well, go with me on this. I did a little research last night. What if it's true? What if the chemicals are affecting the general population somehow?
Come on, Tess. You know these conspiracies pop up every time something goes wrong.
Oh, I know. But how do you explain that?
Yeah. Well.
This girl was in Wag the Dog. Y'all gotta go check out Wag the Dog.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. For sure. Yep.
I don't know if we got a clip. We got
Where's
a clip of that.
Pull up.
You want to go back to the slide?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
You know, see. Yep. Yep. Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Now on this, let me see. All right. Next slide. Okay. What we got up here? Oh yeah. Still has no water, not a thing. Look, no tire marks, no sign of water was ever there. Like they dragged something. Hold on. Oh, that's the last slide. Yeah. Oh yeah. We got part 2. That's what it was. That's part 1.
Oh, that's the last slide. All right.
Yeah. The last slide on them.
You ain't up.
Yeah. Shout out to y'all tuning in with us.
That is part. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the first one. Now, we seen when they was putting her in the car. It says she had to be intubated in critical condition after crashing into a garage after speeding off, smashing into an apartment after it exploded. Okay. Now, okay, we know the route. Being rolled. Okay. She could remain in a coma for weeks and is feared she may die because her lungs are badly damaged. Okay. Look. Coma since the fiery crash. Okay, now did she look like badly burned things on there? Okay. She had to be intubated. They intubated a live person. Now,
if you're not familiar with a coma, you might have seen somebody on perks before, or Xannies. That's like a coma, like when you knocked out, cold. You know what I'm saying? You can't move and shit. You know.
Yeah.
So I don't see what kind of coma she was in there where she jumping up off the joint like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Oh look, yeah, looks like tank top. Okay. Let's see. She died a week after crashing before speeding off. She was hospitalized from severe anoxic brain injury. She had a brain injury. How did she get a brain injury after? Okay, rolled in there. Okay, they can't have lights. Okay, she was alive and struggling. All right, let's see. Oh, that was it on that one. Oh yeah, here's the route. Now look, they brought her through there. Oh, it was on the last slide, on the last set of slides. The one on there about the route that they took bringing her out. Well, we was talking about it about how they brought her out of the neighbor's house. They cut a hole in the grass area in order to bring her out the house, bring her out the neighbor's
Come
house.
on,
They
man.
went,
That shit don't even make sense. How a car even get all the way up in that shit in the first place?
oh, that car, not a car. You know, if she had a Toyota Celica or something, you know what I mean? Like we can give her benefit of the doubt. She had a anything. But to jump that 3 foot retaining wall with a car that's not almost, it's barely 4 feet tall. That car is barely 4 feet off the ground. I scanned past them, like, you know what I'm saying? With the tires. She didn't have no higher tires and none of that kind of shit. It was low.
Man,
So to jump that,
This some Truman Show shit right here, man.
right,
This is crazy.
right.
And she just so
So
happened to get rescued by a TV producer.
mhm. David
Was it
Manpro,
what he was like a
Doug
senior
Going.
executive or something?
No, he's an executive producer of quite a few TV shows and stuff like that. You can look him up. Doug Going. You see him? He got the credits on some of them pictures. He was the guy who rescued her. Supposedly a neighbor. He was a random neighbor. But if you dug going, besides him saying it, people saying that he was a hero for trying to save her out of the car. So supposedly she drove that car all the way through the garage, you know, jumping the retaining wall while skipping, while missing a plant, this mysterious plant, because that's the tall tale sign right there. If don't nothing else get them in trouble for what it was that they did that show you. It's the fact that they moved the plant. If you show at the beginning of the slide that when we showed you, when that firefighter had no water in his hose, but somehow there was, you know, working on that shit, had a fire extinguisher out there. When they was creating that scene, what they did was they created a scene. You seen the scene unfold. One thing about Daily Mail is they caught that picture before they even got the chance to finish it. They weren't supposed to take pictures like that. But the fact is, of what they tried to portray, they were even scandalous enough to move the fucking plant. They care more about the plant than Anne Heche. You know what I mean?
It's crazy,
True.
yo.
I mean, unfortunate. Yeah, that's how crazy these people really are about the shit that they do. You know what I'm saying? And the things that she was involved in, her legacy, and you know when you run through her stance on things and how she, you know, had to take on the whole Hollywood thing because she was the first, you know, open quote lesbian besides Ellen DeGeneres. Of course, she was just a regular broad that was with her when she went to the award show. If you don't know her history, that's how she got famous. Then she got blacklisted in a bunch of movies and shit because of that. But then she started doing roles. But you know what I'm saying? Like, and yeah, like I said, you got to see Wag the Dog because that's the that let you know why they took care and extra things. Now, mind you, you see right there, that's Fox 11. Fox 11 was involved with this. TMZ was involved with this. All the whole stage play. This was a scene,
11.
a movie set. Yeah,
Right.
Fox 11. You know what I
I'm
mean?
not surprised.
Right. And TMZ was there. To, to what we
Right.
know,
They always there.
if these things that we showed you is even remotely true, these are receipts. This is from their own. This is from their own thing, and this is the type of detail that we go into when we're looking at these stories. Now, mind you, if you knew anything about the story ahead of time, then you believe exactly what they told you happened. You believe that she just fucking was out of control and she was high on whatever they said she was on and fucking drove straight through a fucking house and burned up in a car. That was the story. That's what people ran with. None of the details in these things. This is almost two
How
years old.
fast would she had been going to not only get that car up in that space, but to not make no damage along the way?
To not no tire marks. You seen on the grass when the initials, not a
And she
single tire
she had to
mark.
be going like Mach speed, like a missile or some shit. You know?
They would have showed it. She would have had leaves all inside of her car because she would have drove directly through them. Physics and what we know to be true. This is some mythbuster shit. This is beyond mythbuster because like, but she really got she even got cremated. They buried her. They buried her in the Hollywood place over in where a bunch of other famous people live. Put her next to some other people over there. There's a whole list thing that the family was trying to fight for her estate and all the rest of the stuff. They said she was broke and all. Try to go through all the stuff. There's a long list of things that's going on behind this, behind the scenes, behind something that people just took for just a quick little excerpt and they went on about their business. They even stretched it out and then said
I
if they
got
wanted that. But
I got a question.
yeah,
If this scene was like, let's say somebody would say, well, this wasn't a real scene right here. She what we seeing is not true somehow. Let's say somebody was to say this. In
yeah.
your opinion, how much money do you think it would take to fake a scene like this?
It would take millions because they actually look. They called the fire people out. They got smoke and they had helicopters. They had drones. They had all kind of things. They put so much money into this movie because what it was. I mean, you seen everything else was a prop. They broke the gate, the front door gate. You seen when at the beginning of the slide, pull the original slide up. I mean, you seen on there the original thing. There's nothing wrong with the gate and everything. They broke the gate up, made it look like it was wrecked or something like that. Like the door was open. You have to go through all that. That's And for them to actually like, you got to explain that 3 foot retaining wall because everything else is beyond there. Every photo that was taken was of the angle to show you that the wall wasn't there. They couldn't move the wall. You know what I'm saying? And she couldn't drive through it because it was still there. It's a solid wall. It would have stopped the car. She would have had to be wearing her seatbelt. They would have said that her head got decapitated because she flew straight through the windshield. That little car that
Man,
was on the
she had to
ground,
be going Mach 5 in that joint, man.
yeah, and it would have disintegrated that car. There's no way that physics would cause her not to be able to get through there. Look, two solid objects cannot pass through each other without something given. And you seen how low that car is, the one that they said that she was supposed to have driven through a
Man,
garage perfectly,
this is like Grand
perfectly.
Theft Auto physics or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we must be this must not real physics must not be at play here. This is like Grand Theft Auto physics. Like, you know what I'm saying?
This is what they want you to believe.
Because I don't know how else you get that kind of car over. You, you, you want to put it back up there? What happened to it?
Yeah. I don't know.
Hold on 1 second. I don't see how you
Yeah.
get that kind of John, or
How do
you
you
know what
get
I'm
that
saying? Like,
momentum? Unless the gas pedal was stuck, you can't be that high. You seized up. I can't see like if you seized up and you stepped on the gas as fast as you could, unless that was a cul-de-sac, like you still wouldn't have you couldn't have cleared still. I think that bush was thick enough to stop it. Yeah,
that's the
that
car in
bush.
question right there.
Yeah,
How do you get that car? Like, you know what I'm saying? How do you get that car over a 3 foot wall up all the way up in somebody's driveway?
right.
How fast was she going down the street? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you couldn't. Yeah, impossible. Even if you took that car has like a speed limiter on it. I mean, you can only. I mean, that is a little mini BMW, but you know what I'm saying? Like, there's really no. You physically couldn't get through that opening, and in that, there's no way. Yeah, appreciate it. All right. Where's the other slide? Let's connect it to it. No, that's the one. Okay.
Oh, you can't. Oh, you can't see it. Hold on. I was doing
Yeah.
some other shit.
All right. Yeah. What's going on with y'all? Tuning in. Salute. Like, subscribe, share. That's what you're talking about. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why is that funny? I don't know. It's hilarious. No, because what I'm looking at right here, I'm gonna show this to y'all in a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This shit is ridiculous, man. Yeah,
What is that? All right.
yeah.
Pull it up. Yeah.
I'm making another slide real quick. Oh, that's what I'm doing.
All
Well,
right.
with me 1 second. Hold on.
What is it? One,
Yo, this
two,
is
right here.
crazy. Yo, these people really be playing with us, man. Like, just insane.
Yeah. Right there. Show that. Still spinning. Yeah.
This is insane. You know?
Did it come up?
All right, so no, yeah, I got it. I got it now. All right, so
Ambulance.
which slide? Which
That's
slide
some
you want me
sort
to
of
do?
sign, but yes. So
The one.
basically, the activity that we were looking
I
for,
guess
Oh
that
this shit
no.
just want to
that
play.
anxious
Just
or
want to
that
play
quick
right here.
moving
I had nothing
that
to
was
do with
going
it. It
on the
wanted to
other
play.
side of the vehicle.
Oh
Oh
my
my
No, not
gosh,
that one.
he's completely alive.
What the hell?
Oh, where'd it go? Oh, that's this one. Yeah, this one. Oops. All right. Oh yeah, here it is. Now, in this slide, this is number one. To the left of the number one is what they said that mini clubman drove straight through that house right there. Direct path. Somehow it drove it. The fence is still there. The fence is still there 100% so. They said
Oh
that
my
Mini
god.
Clubman smashed through the house. They said the house, but it went directly into the garage. They're telling you on the left side. But what it was they cut. Look, if you look at the path, they cut a hole through the neighbor's fence, like right there, that grass between 1 and 5. They cut a hole in there and brought her body out that way and brought her around through number 4 and around where that yellow arrow is all the way down to the ambulance through the neighbor's house. They could have brought her right there through the front. You seen there was like open area and all the rest of the stuff.
Yeah.
But they cut a hole. They literally cut a hole in there. We got pictures of the grass of the fucking grass all on the ground from where they cut the hole. Actual cut it with like a chainsaw type shit, not with just like some other shit. Like they literally cut a hole so they can bring her through there. But what was the purpose of bringing her all the way around there? Now look, hold on, let me see if I can see this on there. Hold on, oops, there it is. All right. Now if you see, that car is in front of that retaining wall. Now, hold on, we're gonna get back. And
No.
there's that.
No.
Yeah,
No. I'm not
yeah.
trying to hear that.
yeah.
No.
You mean it jumped that wall? Look at this little car. Hold on, where is it? It should be the first one on there. Oops, bingo. Now, see that 3-foot retaining wall right there? Now look how
Hell,
open that
man,
shit
this
is.
is
There's
ridiculous,
nothing
yo.
small. Look. Now look. Now look at the plant. The plant is right in front of the retaining wall, so she would have had to hit the plant. There's no way the plant moved. They moved the plant there. There's no way. Look at the ground. Look at the ground. I put arrows on it. There's not a single tire mark. You can't tell me. Tell me she drove there. Tell me that a car drove into that. Where'd they get the car? Where'd they
Yo,
pull the car? They pulled the car. Now, to tell you the truth, on TV, they pulled the car out of here.
yo, this
On
is the
TV, they
craziest
pulled the
shit
car out
ever,
of
yo.
here. Look,
This is the craziest shit ever.
yeah,
That's
this
why I'm just
video of
laughing
them.
like, yo, I can't even believe this. I can't believe this, yo. What's
Yeah,
going on?
you mean to tell me who was all involved? Who was involved?
Yo,
And
man.
and if you look who gets credit for this picture right here is David Manpearl, the executive producer, who just happened to be trying to save her for this picture. He gets credit for the picture for busting himself out. Look at the gate. Look at the front gate. You see the front gate? The gate is perfectly fine, right? There's nothing wrong with it. There's
Yo,
even another plant right there on the side. Now let's go further down and
the
look at what they
executive
did to this
producer
fucking
signed
gate.
off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
who messed up the
So
gate?
so what so what did he executive produce again? Was it this?
Huh? This?
No,
Yes,
I'm saying
literally.
what did he what
Look,
did he executive produce, man?
like some TV shows, and he got like picked for some award, and he's part of some conglomerate of a bunch of other people that do shit like this.
Yeah.
Now look, they thought to move the fucking plant. Look, but then every picture that's shown, the wall, you can't move the wall. Like I'm saying, they literally brought that car out of that house. Where was the tire
Uh,
marks from the beginning? Tell me that
listen,
car didn't make tire marks.
I'm confused right now. Yeah,
They pulled this car,
this is Grand Theft Auto physics right here. You know what I'm saying? Like
right? A dry car. They pulled a dry car out of a
Rock
house that just burned.
Rockstar Games. You know, just shout out to Rockstar Games. You know what I'm saying? Because only in that world is this kind of physics applicable. I'm not understanding this.
Look, look at the fence. That might even be fucking oh boy. That might even be Mr. Manpearl. Look at him. And they
Yo,
moved the plant again.
I know what the executive produced. All right.
Yeah. Look, we can see it right here. We can see it right here. That's him. Look, he's on the
Stop
phone.
it!
Like,
Like,
what are
stop
you
it,
doing?
man! Stop it!
She pretended to live there. That lady's not even injured at all. Said that she was in there and she saved her turtle and shit. Look, new footage shows the inside of the property which she plowed through into with her car. You telling me that Mini Cooper caused all that damage? Where's the retaining wall? Where's the 3 foot wall from that side? Look at the way that the picture is taken. So you can't even see you can't see the wall. Every picture in here doesn't show you where that is. They lead you to believe. Look at the picture. And if you can tell, there's a hole in the fence. I mean, the hole in the grass, right there.
Yo, this is absurd, yo.
There's no tire marks on the ground even still, and the car's not wet. The car's not wet. How can a car that was just on fire? Supposedly they pulled a burning body out of that car, a burned body out of this car with no water on it. Where? How did you get the car inside the house from the other side? That's a whole nother show. We're gonna do a part two. We have to do a part two. We got all the receipts.
This
This is
is
just the
part two.
beginning. Yeah. Oh,
This
it's
is
part two. Oh, I should have.
look, look, we covering this again, shit.
Yeah. This is
It's
part
just
two.
like it's just like motherfuckers can't count.
Oh,
They
but there's
say the
more.
second coming of Christ, shit. If you die, you come back. That's two.
Yeah. Ooh, damn.
Motherfuckers waiting on 3, right? Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
look, shit, we ain't get to 3 yet, but this is part 2 right now.
yeah, right. Yep. Well, three's coming up
Doing it
because we
again.
got it. Yeah, we're doing it again. Because yeah, 2.5. Yeah, for real. Because I mean, look at it. Wait, tell me that car had water on it. Look, 30 minutes. They pulled them out. Supposedly she burned up in that car. Tell me there was water on that car within a week. Tell me there was water a week ago. Not even rainwater. That car supposedly had a burning body in it this moment ago. This is the same day. This is the same day. Tell me not later on in the day would the car not be still flaming, I mean smoking. That car. Allegedly. That car. Allegedly.
Damn sure look like it.
Yep. Damn sure looks like. But how did they get that car inside of that house without making tire tracks? How did it not make tire tracks into that house? We seen the front of it. We even seen when they dropped the car there that there was no the car made tire tracks now because it's there, it's sitting on it, but it wasn't there before. That car was not inside that house. I mean, it might have been inside that house, but it wasn't. It didn't get there through the front. Right or wrong. I mean, and we also have receipts for that part too, because behind here is an open alley. Also, like a movie set from all the footage that we got so far. And like I said, that's a whole nother couple of hours that we can dedicate to that because then we got to pull videos out and everything else. We gonna give Anne Heche flowers and bring justice to the situation in itself. And just to show you that when you see these stories and stuff like that, this is all alleged. Even if you see it, you see a video of something happen, you see a video of them showing you that something may have happened. But as you can tell, it didn't happen the way they said it did. And quite a lot of people were involved with making this happen. That's another thing you can take away from this. What transpired right here, what was put on here was done by a lot of people. Look, eyewitness told NBC Los Angeles that a crane was used to extract her from the car. A crane. What?
I think a crane was used to put that car there. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. That's why the crane was there, I guess. So they had to justify the crane.
Allegedly.
Right.
Stop.
So, I mean, this is their own. This is the story that they run with. The star was rushed to the thing where while she was communicative during the rescue, it's been reported that she slipped into a coma.
Yeah, she slipped in a coma after they got her in the joint. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. As soon as they put that gas on her. Huh? What? You mean to tell me I'm supposed to believe this shit? I mean, this is just what they do in your face. Come on. We sharing quotes and taking notes. We're not doing this for likes and votes. We're just trying to show you what it is. What is it? Not a single tire mark. Still has the wall here. Look, the wall's still there. The wall's there. So obviously she didn't destroy the wall. There it is. Evidence of the whole thing. The property has been destroyed according to the LA Fire Department has been cordoned off. From that? Is that what we get from that? Yeah. Person rescued after slammed into a house. Okay, I get it. That's what we're running with. That's yeah.
It's crazy, man.
It's crazy. So I mean, if that leaves something on your noodle pack, let you know, like, you know what I'm saying, if we put something on your noodle and you got questions, leave a comment. Because these things need to be addressed, and we're gonna be the ones to do so. But we're gonna dissect them. We're not just gonna believe it. We fact checking the fact checker. And you would believe these people to be a good source, right? for some reason TMZ is always that thing.
Right. TMZ always on the scene.
Right.
You know what I'm
And
saying? They always first on
TM
the scene.
right. TMZ and Fox 11 orchestrated this. You could say they orchestrated this. This was an actual scene. They played the whole thing out. Bravo. They're like, up, close. All that for one person. That's how dramatic they are. That's how they feel. Yes. To them, yes. It had to be dramatic. She was a dramatic person. If it would have been anything less, she would have just died because of poison or some other kind of weird ass shit. That wouldn't have been becoming of the people that were seeking revenge on her. Because supposedly before this alleged situation happened, she supposedly crashed her car, and some people were trying to get her out of the car at an apartment complex. So these people were there. So apparently there's some people chasing. And before then, she actually ran into a wig shop and went in there to go try to get a wig, I guess, to obviously disguise herself or put something on. But they tried to make the guy at the wig shop, black dude, they tried to make him say that she was on drugs while she was in there or that she got drugs from him. He was like, no, I don't want no parts of it. You're not going to make me say none of that. That was the interview. These are things that actually, I'm not just, it's the things that we do research on
Damn.
because we care. We care that much about reporting something right. Yes, sir.
Man,
So,
I want.
I mean, go ahead.
Do we got a video clip of that?
Of which part? Which one? I'll
Of
pull
the
it up.
interview.
Of,
I would like to see that interview. That sounds
of which
crazy.
one? Of which one?
What you just said, man?
Oh, the interview? Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, that sounds crazy as shit.
Hold on. What did I do with that?
I mean, I'm
Let's
not
see.
demanding it or nothing. I was just saying,
No, but
that
I'm
just,
actually, I'm about to
that just
go.
sounds crazy. I'm like, damn, like, hold, somebody
Yeah,
said what now?
yeah. Here, let me see. Let me grab this thing. I didn't think I was gonna have. I didn't think we was gonna go that extensive on this situation, but now, I mean, all parts is necessary.
I
Hold
mean,
on.
shit, we doing it. Fuck it.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Give me a second. Let me grab
And
this.
we got
Uh,
empty out the chip bag, man. We got
yeah.
still got jewels in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. See, we live. So, bear with us to get this shit on.
What that nigga say? You better put some water on that damn shit.
Add to this. Let's do it.
You know what I mean?
Hold on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hold on. Get all these things. What is that?
Put some water
Oh,
on that damn shit.
yeah. Hold on. 1 second. Let's do it again. Okay, there's that one. Here we go.
Fucked up, man.
Let's see. Nope. It's on here.
Take the
Hold
garbage
on
out
one
front,
second.
son. Man,
Yep. There it is. Yep. Well,
clean
while
out
I
the
find
hallway.
that, yep, there it is. Go ahead. All right. Yeah, give me a second. It's gonna take a second to send this. Uh-huh. Yeah. Pardon me while I live on the spot. Oh, all right. Let me see.
Well, I got
All
up
right.
on the screen right here, little
Uh-huh.
gematria
Okay.
shit right here on TMZ. You know what I'm saying? TMZ
Okay.
always on the scene. They're always on the scene. Just like the Mason motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So TMZ equals 59, as you can see. Amongst all them other numbers, but that's the number that's connected to them people. You know what I'm saying? That's why he looked for that. I'm gonna run down this shit real quick. 117 up there. You know, saw that connected to Glorilla and all that. And you see, what's the name? And what wasn't she with Taylor Swift? She was with Taylor Swift or some shit like that. She was with her. Yeah, I
Uh,
seen them together. You know what I'm
uh,
saying?
uh,
And Taylor Swift lucky number is supposed to be 13, right? You know what I'm saying? 117, 41, evil deeds. You know what I'm saying? You know, but that's TMZ, right?
right.
You know what I'm saying? And Hitch, you know, and Hitch equals 63. You know what I'm saying? Like the 3-6 mafia. Six, you know what I'm saying? Three sixes. Even 33. You know what I'm saying? 41 too. You know what I mean? Or 141. How you look at it? And she was in a Mini Cooper, right?
Right.
Mini Cooper equals 63. You know what I mean? Mini Cooper
Like,
equals 63.
like the number on that ambulance or that vehicle
Right.
she left
And
in.
she was and her name equals 63. She was in a Mini Cooper that's 63. And she was in that motherfucking ambulance. You know what I'm saying? That Mini Cooper ambulance. With the 60, the ambulance with the 63 on it. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be
Right.
surprised if she had a 63 in her license plate. You know what I'm saying? Wow.
Uh, uh,
The fuck is that? You hear that?
yeah, that was Heche. I got on this little
Who
thing
playing
right
that?
here.
You playing that?
Yeah. I'm looking
Oh
for it. I
shit!
was
I was
looking
like,
for
what
that
the fuck
interview.
is that? Like I didn't know what the fuck that shit was. I
uh,
always get picking up somebody else's signal and shit. I remember that. I remember back in the day, motherfuckers used to have the Nextel chirp and shit, and you
yeah,
used to be able to pick up other people's signal and shit. You know what I mean?
yeah.
That's some sort of sign, but yes. So basically, the activity that we were looking for, that anxious or that quick moving, that was going on
63.
the other side of the vehicle.
Oh
My gosh,
God.
he's completely alive.
What the hell?
Mm-hmm. Man, there's some bullshit going on here, man.
Mm-hmm.
How many times is
Where's
a
the?
coincidence possible before it's mathematically impossible?
Mm-hmm.
Remember when remember when they had them suspect looking ambulances with no logos on them
Yep.
on the
Damar
field?
Hamlin. Yeah,
Yeah.
Damar Hamlin. Yeah.
So it's giving me these vibes and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Ambulance.
Where is
That's
these
some sort of
motherfucking
sign, but
ambulance
yes.
from,
So
yo?
basically, the activity that we were looking
They
for,
ain't got no logos
that
on them neither.
anxious or
They
that
just
quick
red.
moving,
They
that
red as
was
shit
going
though,
on
but they
the
ain't got no
other side of
logos
the
on them.
vehicle.
Oh
My
my
gosh,
God.
he's completely alive.
What the hell?
Yo,
Yep.
man, this is some like Truman Show type shit, yo.
Right. Yep. Yeah. Um,
That's wild, man. Man, listen. This is super sus, yo. And now, mind you,
right.
this is the girl that was in Wag the Dog, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We wouldn't even be able to play that clip. That's the one from Wag the Dog. Um, uh, yeah. Yeah. Um,
Yo, man. What they did now. Look. These motherfuckers that well, we still live on the stream. YouTube they already banned my shit. YouTube took
this
my
one.
shit down. YouTube took the stream down while we streaming and shit. So this shit they let me
Wow.
know right now already that this shit banned. This is YouTube banning this shit because we too much on point. They talking about child safety.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Child safety. What did we do?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy,
Okay.
yo.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's no strike because we ain't did nothing wrong. They love
Right.
giving out strikes if you did something wrong. No strike, right? but something that we posted may have violated YouTube. So you're not even sure about it, but you know that you had to get now. Look, now mind you, out there, y'all. This is 2 videos back to back that YouTube then took down. Now think of all of the crazy shit that you can say on YouTube, yo. You got people that can call for the abortion of black babies and all kind of crazy shit on YouTube, right?
Mm-hmm.
Back to back. Look, we on some Drake shit. Back to back, they done took down our videos.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, I consider that a badge of honor, man. You listen, if they don't stop you from saying shit, then
You
you
ain't
ain't
saying.
saying shit. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. Mm-hmm. Fact. Let me see. Oh, that's got to be him. Matter of fact, that's the dude that they just had on there. Look, hold on. I got another video with this dude. The one that I was telling you that was in that picture with Anne Heche. That's the dude that said that shit, and he called out the director of her movie. That is, hold on, let me pull this.
You know, YouTube is
I don't like this.
crazy, yo. They
Yeah.
really just banning shit from the rip. They like, no, you ain't
No,
even
no,
finished the stream.
yeah,
You ain't even finished the stream, yo. You
yeah,
know
I
what I'm
ain't giving you
saying?
a thing.
That's crazy, yo.
Oh yeah, see, that's what he said. Tell Barry I know. And this guy, uh-huh, he thought nobody would figure out who the fuck he was. Oh shit, we on the. Let me see. I'm gonna send that to you. Now see, hold on. Let me put the thing here.
No, all right. So I know what they get. They flagging me for. So they flagging me for me showing the little girl shooting the gun. Now think about this shit. All these white people got all these videos online where they showing their kids how to shoot, right? And all I did was show you that white people was teaching their kids how to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I did.
That's what.
But
Look,
I'm
they didn't even
endangering
let.
children. Look, how am I endangering children? Because I'm showing you that somebody has taught their child how to shoot. That's
That's saying
absurd.
these people. These people out of pocket.
That is absurd, yo. And then it's like, all right, when you're doing this shit, you can't even properly appeal to the shit. I can't write that appeal. I'm
Yeah.
just hitting the button that say, okay, I'm going to appeal. And they say we're
Right.
going to review it. Review what? How you going to
Right.
review something that I can't even comment on?
Right. You don't even know why I'm trying to appeal it. Right. And it went with the dialogue of what we was talking about. Once
It's
again.
crazy.
Yep. Here, where's the one that showed the back of the place?
But you know, it's a way that YouTube suppressed the truth. You know what I'm saying? They could
Right.
pull shit like this. You know, for one out of place thing that they consider to be out of place. Oh, you did this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Ah. What's in this one too?
Right? You know, that's why we're gonna sue YouTube. We're gonna sue YouTube because they doing all this kind of nonsense. And it's like, are you talking about endangering children? Y'all got y'all be having people coming to go strip in front of kids. I just seen a video where Beyonce was dancing all kind of provocative with everything bouncing around right in front of some kids. You know what I'm saying? I just seen a video with Sexy Red twerking in front of some kids. That ain't endangering no kids. I seen Suki Hana in a video with a baby on her hip talking about she about to turn a trick, looking for a trick with an SRT. You know what I'm saying? That's not endangering children.
Yeah,
This
people
shit is
pick.
wild, yo. This shit really wild. This is wild, man. Shit is
All
wild,
right.
man.
Words. that one. Hold on. Okay.
Man,
Yeah, let me see.
that shit is crazy, dog.
Yeah. So, we got
Well,
us off of you.
I ain't even surprised though. That's why I ain't even tripping about it because it's like, all right, look, y'all see this shit in real time.
Right.
You know, we showing you how fake this shit is. When we go when we challenge the narrative and we show you how fucked up bullshit this shit is, right? YouTube take action. Like you said, if you don't stop you from saying shit, you ain't saying shit. Now, who stream get banned midstream before you even done? So you ain't even done so they can review it. They just pulled it. They had to pull it, man. Just pull it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they actually
The
talking about
nefarious
something on here.
clandestine somewhere in the background, like, man, just pull it, man. Just pull it. It don't matter. Just pull it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shit, wow, man.
Yeah.
Y'all see it right here. You know.
Right. And then let me add it.
My shit. Since they pulled the video, well, shit. Look at some of these reactions to this crazy boy right here, who they said, set itself on the fire and shit. You know what I mean? They kicked me out the room and shit. Hold up. These motherfuckers is wild, I'm glad. I'm glad that shit
Oh,
happened
spot.
when it happened. Because usually they do shit on a sneak tip. But I'm I'm glad that shit happened while I was streaming. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that shit happened while I was streaming, so I can show you the receipts. Like, oh look, you see how these motherfuckers get down?
Yep.
We ain't doing nothing but dropping truth bombs on the infrastructure of ignorance. You know what I'm saying? And the nefarious clandestines don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Shit, we need to make it
Yep.
like that song. You know, say some shit that'll get your video taken down if you like that. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? Y'all ain't like that.
that's
You know what I
all.
mean? Y'all say shit to stay within the guidelines,
And the
within
biggest
logic.
secret in the world? In March 2023, sketchy billionaire Peter Thiel started a bank run. I did 1,500 hours of research, and I learned all their rotten secrets. The big one is that cryptocurrency is history's first planetary, multi-trillion-dollar Ponzi scheme. That's an economic doomsday device. And when that Ponzi goes insolvent, as all Ponzi's must, we'll get the worst economic collapse in world history. And every powerful person you can think of is in on it. Want to know why everything gets worse and more expensive? That's because we live in a secret kleptocracy. That's when the government gets taken over by con artists whose only job is to steal from the public. And I hope you know this is wonderful news. Because now that the public knows about the secret kleptocracy, they get to abolish their criminal government. Follow for more, or read this booklet, and you will.
Well,
Man, maybe that's why he burnt himself up, man. But there's a suspect date he's burnt himself up on. They took us down for showing that receipt, right? They took our video down on YouTube back to back, because we put too much information out there. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But like,
You're not doing the
y'all,
buffoonery.
we need that like that instrumental. You know what I mean?
Right.
Post some real shit on the stream if you like that. You know what I'm saying? Stop
Mhm.
being a sock puppet stop being a shadow puppet gatekeeper if you like that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Cause y'all
The
posting
remake.
bullshit.
The
Y'all
remake.
posting bullshit. We posting shit that they like, oh, pull the plug on that shit right now.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Look, we not bragging or boasting. That's real
Right.
shit. You just saw it just happen.
Yep. Live and direct.
You know what I'm
While we
saying?
here. And you see you can't do nothing about it. what else you gonna do? We try to follow your guidelines and put the video up and talk about something. I mean, you got videos of people
Man,
shooting guns.
right. You know what I'm saying? Like you can watch. Think about it. You can watch all kind of videos right now of people shooting guns on YouTube right now.
Right.
Learn cleaning the gun, all that shit. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And you take down this video right here because you talking about I'm saying something. Are we encouraging something dangerous about children? You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Yep. When they showed them kids, those kids, I believe it was in China when they were showing all like 30 of the kids in class all breaking down the nine and putting it back together in unison. You know what I'm saying? Like same thing. It's like these
Yeah.
people are learning things long before. You know what I'm saying? They would have took that video down too. And there's a bunch of kids just doing shit. They didn't fire it, but they showing. You know what I mean? That other people learning other shit. Back in the days, you might have got a bow and arrow until you got a rifle and all that old kind of weird shit that we wasn't
That's why
around
they
for.
couldn't give me no strike.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's why they couldn't give me no strike because they knew I ain't did nothing wrong.
As
They just had
land
to take
grabs,
that video
Microsoft
down.
founder Bill Gates is the largest private owner of American farmland. Gates alone holds over 275,000 acres across 19 states. Our next guest is a Virginia farmer who lives near one of Gates's data centers. National Black Farmers Association President John Boyd Jr. joins us now. John, so great to have you on. So I'm sure you put a lot of thought into this. Why do you think Bill Gates is buying up all this land?
Well, one is greed, and it's running America's family farm is off family land. Basically, we can't buy the land once Bill Gates moves into the area. For example, his data center is right next door here, and since he's located in Boydton, Virginia, land prices have went through the roof, $20,000 an acre. What farmer do you know that can pay that kind of money per acre?
Right.
Off anything that we can grow on the farm. He doesn't do anything when he comes into these areas to support community-based organizations or invest back into these
He's just a landlord.
communities. That's what's hurting America right now.
Yeah.
And what he's trying to do now in the food industry is the same thing that they've done with seeds. You know, when they put genetically modified seeds in, and now he wants to do that with beef. But you know, America's farmers are proud farmers, and I'm asking Americans not to support fake meat, but to support farmers out here who grow beef like I do, and poultry and pork. Support America's farmers and not support Bill Gates and this mega theory and mindset that he has.
Yeah.
It's really called greed.
Yeah, no, and by the way, it's not just Bill Gates. The Chinese also gobbling up a
absolutely.
lot of American farmland. You talked about pork. The Chinese own the biggest pork processing plant. Brazil does too, but China, I think, owns multiple of them. It's not good for our economy, and it's not good for the small farmer. You know, I'm thinking about all of these problems, right? They're trying to push synthetic meat on us. They're messing with the seeds, as you talk about, with these genetically modified seeds. And it doesn't appear that Congress or government is doing enough to stop China from buying the land, to stop Bill Gates from doing these things. So what should the people who are watching the show right now, what should be their response? Should they be buying up land? Should they be learning to farm so that they can secure, you know, their own food supply for their own families?
Absolutely. And I just visited 39 townships around the country, urging small family farmers to start growing small plots of food in their backyard, raise healthy foods that they know that are safe to consume. And if you grow it, and it tastes different from the food that you buy in the supermarket. It's fresh, it's good, it's wholesome. Those are the things that we're going to have to do. And if you can afford a new Mercedes-Benz or a Cadillac or SUV, you can afford 5 acres in the country, people. So start investing in rural America. Start supporting small family farmers around there. Guess what? They can start buying beef from a small scale farmer.
Yes.
You know, I raised 150 head of beef cattle here. And I can tell you right now, it's nothing fake about it. And I'm proud of the product that leaves Boyd's farm. And and all of our farmers right here in America feel the same way. And we see right now we're getting bullied by China and people like Bill Gates who are coming in to our area. And you spoke about China. They come into these auctions and they have someone bidding for them. And again, they're buying these farms at auctions, running the prices through the roof with no oversight from this administration.
No.
And there's been no oversight or I've requested meetings time and time again on your show to meet with the president and talk about these very, very important issues. And our requests have fell upon deaf ears. So far, there hasn't been a meeting or anything like that. But we're looking differently to hear from other candidates who want to reach out to us to see if they want our support.
I think this is one of the most important issues facing America. I'm really glad you're drawing attention to it. It's also a health issue. It doesn't just taste better, John. It's better for you to eat natural and not all this synthetic stuff that Bill Gates and wants to put down, or even from these giant giant processing plants. You're right. I buy my pork. It might be from a local farmer near me. That's the way to do it. That's the safest, healthiest way. John, thank you for coming, for bringing attention to this, but also reminding people it just takes a few acres and you can have your own food supply. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Support America's farmers. Thank you very much for having me.
Amen to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, you ain't got to buy 40, you can buy 5. It's a start. The shank beats the blank.
Yeah, every time. You know? But, listen. We just going to keep on going in, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, they would say they want you to be talking about bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You could talk about bullshit all day, You could preach hate. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Preach division. You can do all that shit all day and shit. You know what I'm saying? But when you try to bring awareness to real issues and shit, when you expose the script, you know what I'm saying? They pull your video.
Right. And that's all the way around. That's for years. That's why we got Pope and ENT. PopeandENT.com, and we got RedPillRescue.live. Signed up 4 times up. We've been doing this for years. We got receipts. Check it. /forum, /blog. Share if you care. Share if you don't care. Somebody cares enough for the both of them. But check it out. /blog. And look at the beginning. February 22nd, 2018. The first post. Everything on there. Every time we learn something, we post it. A lot of this stuff. Receipt.
Mm-hmm.
And telling you that we wanted to be wrong. And if loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. What's up? Fact. They just want for a reason. I love my people. All my people.
Alright, gotta come back in. My joint was just fucking up. Get that mic. You got a hot mic. You know what I mean?
Right.
Hot mic. Listen, man. What else we got right here in the clip? I got a couple other things. I had a lot of shit to go in on that rap shit.
Did y'all hear about the man that set himself ablaze today outside of the hush money trial for Trump today in New York City? Well, he has been identified, and this is Max Azzarello. He calls himself an investigative researcher. Just yesterday, he was protesting, and this is the sign that he had up. Trump is with Biden, and they're about to fascist coup us. Now, politics is not my thing, so I had to go to Google to find out what is a fascist coup. So I don't know what type of statement he was trying to make, but y'all can pause to read. Now, there were witnesses who were interviewed, and this one lady said that he shouted to her to get out the way, but before he lit himself ablaze, he threw out these pamphlets. Please hold. Now, witnesses said that he yelled to everyone to get back. He doused himself in gasoline, and he lit himself on fire. But before he did that, he threw out a bunch of these pamphlets. The pamphlet says, "The True History of the World."
Did anybody have a copy of those pamphlets?
Nah, when you see shit on, I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. You see shit on TikTok, you take it with a grain of salt. You know what I mean?
No, but no, I mean, I've seen on TV they showed they was talking about it on like that justifies it. No, but
You know, but listen, man. You know, we pointed out how that shit could possibly have been staged and all that. You know what I'm saying?
right,
And not
right.
saying that he didn't really set himself on fire. You know, I ain't
Of
even
course,
gonna get.
somebody did.
But the point of the matter is that when you set yourself on fire on a day that people been either set on fire or caught up in explosions all throughout history, it's kind of sus. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm not saying what he's saying ain't real or nothing, you know. But, you know, if getting if trying to get yourself hot was a person or example in the dictionary, it would be him. Because he hot now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yep. He out of there too. So
Well, no, I don't know if he's still. I think
no, he died. He
oh,
died. I seen on there. Yeah,
they checked
yep,
him out. Yeah,
yep. Yeah, they had to check him out.
yeah. I
Finish the
mean,
ritual. They had to finish the ritual.
mm-hmm, you know.
And plus, they had to torture him. You know, one of the things I'm quite sure he wanted to die because if they save you, the pain that you're going to be feeling and all the I shouldn't have done this and the ooh this is suck, you know what I mean? And they just throwing alcohol on you or whatever they feel like doing because you did some spectacle shit in public and they got you in an enclosed area that nobody else knows about. You know what I'm saying? They kept you alive for as long as they felt like. And you know what I'm saying? Like, that's sort of like, incidences where, people act crazy in front of the police and, they take you somewhere and maybe give you a tune up or whatever they feel like. And that I'm quite sure that's the same over there and out there in Philly as well as out there where y'all at, so on and so forth.
They put
You know?
dude in Hunger Games. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. So I mean, is that so? I mean, one thing about it is like when people do shit, I like to know what it was that they were talking about. Not that
You
I'm following them, or not that I'm following them, or none of that. I just want to know what they're hollering. 9 times out of 10, they, like they say, if you listen to a dummy long enough, he gonna say something sharp. So you got to listen to everybody. You got to hear what people talking about. You know, don't be closed minded and shit like that. They're good. Boy, you got one mouth and 2 ears. Listen more, talk less.
know?
You know what I mean? So, you know, as we learn these things, we put them into play.
I wanted to play
Relevant
this shit real
news, the
quick.
Atlantic City
You know what I'm saying? I was gonna
boardwalk
play
was
this yesterday.
burning for several hours tonight. Firefighters tackling the flames and billowing black smoke. The 3-alarm blaze remains under investigation at this hour. It is Thursday night, and the big story in Action News is dramatic moments at the Jersey Shore. Tonight, crews are still on the scene some 4 hours after the fire erupted on the boardwalk. No one was injured, but the Central Pier Arcade was damaged as flames raged under the boardwalk at Tennessee Avenue. Action News reporter Leland Pinder live at the scene now with the very latest. Leland.
Rick, more than 50 firefighters responded here tonight. You see many of the fire trucks still behind me. And then we swing over to this side. This is where the fire actually happened. You can see the flames are mostly out now, but a lot of these firefighters are still here working on hot spots. And of course, an investigation into what happened is just beginning. Black smoke and fire billowed into the sky as firefighters battled a 3-alarm fire on the Atlantic City boardwalk. It happened on Tennessee Avenue at Central Pier and Arcade.
Everything
just started going up on a day like Raul Correa says the manager of the arcade. They'd already closed when the fire broke out shortly after 7 p.m. Now he's back, hoping to get inside to see the damage.
A lot of work to get done. You know, gotta do a lot of work with the machines and, get everything secure for the night.
Atlantic City's fire chief says when crews responded, heavy fire was already showing. They're not sure how it started or where, but it grew quickly.
There were several buildings, small buildings on fire.
But they know it was
in
intentional.
the middle
though.
to the rear of the building, fire coming out from underneath the pier.
Right now, no injuries have been reported. Crews will be on scene for several hours overnight.
Companies are still in the process of doing overhaul. And
Now this was before they reported somebody was
fire
injured.
underneath the pier that
And
they're still extinguishing.
of course, the dude.
Some of the other
name
businesses
is
include a
Bruce
pizza
Elder.
shop and a convenience store. Correas is glad this didn't happen during business hours.
Thank God nobody was there, you know, and everything's fine. You know, it's material. So just try to rebuild and move on.
Yeah, and we are still waiting to learn just how badly the pier was damaged. That's still being assessed by firefighters. It's also unclear how much monetary damage was done here tonight and what it might take for these businesses to recover. For now, though, we're live in Atlantic City. Leland Pinder, Channel 6 Action News. Rick?
All right, Leland, thank you.
Oh, that's that orange property, right?
Right.
Yeah, for those that don't know about New Jersey or Jersey Shore area, those areas are based on, or Monopoly is based on that area around there. So Tennessee Avenue is actually like the Tennessee Avenue for Monopoly boys.
Say what the area is again.
The Jersey Shore area, or no, that's the what you call it? That's the Atlantic City area. Atlantic City area. Excuse me. That's two different areas. Yep. Let me correct myself.
County is like that's Orange County, New Jersey, right?
Right.
The orange. You know what I'm saying? You know, so they, they getting their ritual on. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Yeah. Yep. And that was crazy when I was out in Jersey and I seen that shit when I was in Atlantic City. I was like, that shit was crazy.
I say peace and benedictions. Now that backdrop as ritual right season there continues. People dropping dead in the news, like I said. People getting burnt up in the news, like I said. You know what I mean? It's 2008. Prepping for Beltane. The Beltane rituals for the May Queen of the May Sons of May and the May Son of May, 1776. You know what I mean? Just like the 1776ers versus the Boston Celtics in the playoffs. Just like in Roman times. The games coincide with the politics of the day. You know what I mean? And a little symbolism about the Maypole ritual, where they dance around the fire coal, is the same symbolism that you'll find in the strip club. It's the same symbolism that you'll find on the ambulance, the Kundalini, the Caduceus, the snake on the cross, because the snake represents the serpent goddess. You know what I mean? The symbol for money. As ritual season continues, I shake peace and benedictions. The 13 symbolism. You know what I mean? The snake on the pole symbolism. That's why Meek was released 13 days before his birthday. And from the Super Bowl to his birthday is exactly 13 weeks. You know what I mean? Meek Mill, the two M's, 13 and 13, like Master Mason. You know what I mean? MMG. You know what I mean? Robert Williams. William Roberts. As above, so below. You know what I mean? So, symbolism is out there. You know what I mean? That's why, with the Maypole ritual, they had they burnt the cell phone tower early this morning to commemorate for the Maypole ritual. You know what I mean? The Maypole ritual, where they dance around the phallic pole. It's the same symbolism that you'll find in the strip club where they dance around the phallic pole. You know what I mean? It's the same symbolism that you'll find in the ambulance, the Kundalini, the Caduceus, the symbol for money, the snake on the pole, the serpent goddess. You know what I mean? Ritual season. That's why people dropping dead in the news, just like I said. That's why people getting burnt up in the news, just like I said. Prepping for Beltane, for the May Sons of May, and the May Queen, the Queen's birthday, Beltane, ritual season. I shake peace and benedictions. They got rid of all that shit. They got rid of all that shit from out there. You know what I'm saying? But man, been trying to tell motherfuckers shit for a minute. That's 2018. That's both. I went back in the archives and found some pre-COVID shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Receipts. We've been dropping this shit on motherfuckers way before motherfuckers thought it was a popular thing to just join the witch hunt. You know what I'm saying? But these receipts right here. You know what I mean?
Right.
But all shit's all distraction. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think we proved that point.
Right.
We exposed the script. You know what I'm saying? We made you pay attention to detail, right?
Right.
Train the people to have a detective eye, to have proper discernment.
Sharing quotes and taking notes.
Man, I think that's a done deed. You know what I'm saying?
It is. Yeah.
No, it's not an evil
greatly
deed.
appreciated.
Yeah, it's not an evil deed. It's a done deed. That's what y'all into.
Right.
Y'all into
Words without action. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Words without action have no meaning.
Yeah.
And if it takes a village, we built this one. Right.
Man.
You know what I
If
mean?
you
Come through.
listen, I want y'all out there, like we been saying,
Right.
it, a lot of people say shit, on this shit, but we're gonna say this shit. You know what I mean? Make amends with somebody.
There it
You know what I'm
is.
saying? Could call a
Unblock somebody.
bury a grudge in that shit. Take them black people off your block list. You know what I'm saying?
There it is. There.
Learn how to work it out with people, man. You know what I'm saying?
Call a friend.
Work with your brothers and sisters, man.
There it is. There. That's sharing.
Try not to be a sadist, man. Don't find joy in watching people suffer, man. Help one another. You know what I'm saying? Help a stranger, man. Help somebody less fortunate out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Like learn to love. Learn to get love back in your heart and respect for people, man. Respect for your fellow man, fellow woman.
Exactly. Because the
And
only way we're going to
and if you come across vital information, it's your obligation to share it with the nation, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. And the only way we're going to make it is together, because by ourselves isn't cost effective. It wasn't cost effective. We got to do it together. Each one of us got a piece of the puzzle. Let's come together. Love y'all. For real, that's what we do it for.
With
While
that
we
said,
put this together.
peace and benedictions.
Salute.
Out, man.
Out.
But we gonna leave on this note, though. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Let's leave on this note.
To say, like, rap purists and people who just love confrontation, they love to say, hey, man, there's no rules in this shit, but there are fucking rules in this shit. Of course. And I'm gonna tell you something. It's like, I knew something was gonna come up about my kid. They had to add, like, the deadbeat thing to make it more appealing, which is fine. I understand that. And even that, I was like, okay. The mom and dad thing, whatever. You don't even know my family. It's like but I'm gonna tell you, wishing death on my friend that has MS, I study rap battles for a living. Now, when you mention defenseless people who are sick in the hospital that passed away, that really sent me to a place where, I just believed then and believe now that there's just a price that you have to pay for that. It's over. Someone's gonna fucking punch you in the fucking face. The shit's done, the event's over. I wanted to do other things. I didn't want to further your reputation or your career by rapping back at you and having this exchange. And that was it for me.
Drake texts you and like, am I letting you down?
Yeah, what'd I tell you?
What did you say to him?
You said that I can never let you down.
So look like somebody's biggest fan. A lot of hypocrisy out there in them streets. But y'all stay on point, man. Stay on point like a dope needle. You know what I'm saying? Because don't be these double speaking hypocrites out here. When you put these motherfuckers putting a time limit on somebody responding back, but you ain't had that smoke for Pusha T. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
And when you
Exactly.
disrespect the dead, you know, I think that's a violation. Don't you think? Don't you
Yep.
think, Pope?
Yep.
Yeah.
If
So
you
you know,
use the dead,
yeah.
disrespecting the
Look at the
dead.
pot calling the kettle black. Pun intended. Man,
Mm-hmm.
listen. I say
Calling the
peace of
kettle light
benediction.
in it.
I say peace of benedictions, man.
For
Listen,
sure.
I'm saying, look, we out, man.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace. Salute. Share if you